Abby and I have been flying the snot out of and are in love with the Husky Special Edition. You guys may notice that this has a different collar pattern than the standard Husky. So we're looking at orange rather than red, but also this is 5S capable. We have upgraded metal servos throughout. Every servo on the airplane has metal gears, and the hinges have been upgraded because some of you guys have been flying this a little too rough, and the hinges have been upgraded to cloth hinges, which is really awesome. Also, to celebrate my birthday, we have a coupon code for you guys, which it's been a little while. This, now, you know, sometimes people might get me $5 for my birthday or something. Thanks, patrons. But I have a gift for all of you guys. $40 for you that watches our videos for my birthday, $40. You buy this airplane, we have an exclusive coupon code in our description box below. You click our link, and you go to the website. Normally it's 330 bucks. You can pick it up for $290. You're welcome. Happy birthday. The biggest upgrade to this, I think, other than 5S, so it's got a new motor and a new ESC, is the fact that it has a flight stabilization built into this airplane. It's already installed back here. I need to probably clean those wires up a little bit, but it's installed back there, and then you have all these wires that come off of it that are labeled right out of the box, and it tells you where to plug it into your receiver. And amazingly, it works right out of the box. There's no weird programming you have to do. You just assign it to a 6th channel and it will work. This airplane is actually 7 channels if you count the lights. Your 5th channel is your flaps. I have my 6th channel on a 6-channel receiver, so I don't have my lights plugged in, but it is so bright. It's 90 degrees out on this asphalt, so I am ready to fly. Now it has a couple scuffs on the wingtips. You may have noticed we've been flying this before this video, which usually doesn't happen. Usually you guys will see the maiden first, but Abby has had a little bit of fun with this, and we'll leave it at that. So we're gonna put Abby's maiden video on the channel soon. I wanted to fly this airplane for you guys first and do it some justice and knock the socks off. Before we take off, there's some really exciting news about this airplane. We have an exclusive coupon code that will save you $40. It's good for 2 weeks or when these things sell out. Now this airplane is $330, but with the coupon code, it gets it under $300 at $290. And something this big, that's as tall as I am, which is crazy, 5S, and just really awesome for that price, you will not find. Most things that are comparative to this are like $500, somewhere around there, $480, $500 or more. So let's fly. What a beautiful airplane. I love the color scheme on this, and really thinking back at all the airplanes I've ever owned, I don't think I own anything until now that is orange like this. It's like really a Halloween airplane if you think about it. And you may notice it's sitting just a little crooked. We'll talk about that later. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, a little bit of vibration there. We've had some roughness with this airplane. Okay, so Abby's maidens haven't been so great. Some of the roughest takeoffs ever, but this plane still flies and is in one solid piece.
All I can say is this thing's durable.
Very durable.
You'll know what I mean later.
I can't wait for you guys to see the maiden of Abby. It was really insane, and it's going to speak high volumes on this airplane. But we do have a little bit of vibration going on, only at a certain RPM. And so we're going to just watch that RPM and be a little bit careful with this. I thought maybe that was actually from my wing strut earlier, but it's not the case. So we're just going to fly this and have some fun. You hear it's nice and quiet there, so I'm not too concerned at all, actually. It's only at that 1 RPM, so just everybody help us listen for that. Let's do a snap roll. You ready? Nice. So this has been upgraded with a 5S capable ESC and a 5S motor. And the flight stabilization works extremely well. What I'm gonna do is get this plane turned upside down here in a second, and we'll snap that flight stabilization on. So there's upside down flight. I'm gonna throw the switch, and boom, it kicks right back over and works extremely well. Just as good as any other flight stabilization I've ever experienced. But also, guys, you can fly this thing super calm, cool, and collected. You can fly it like a big, giant trainer plane if you like. And we all know the bigger the plane, the easier it is to see, and it's easier to maintain control over that airplane. You can see those small adjustments that it's making, and then you can give input and correct it. So all this that I'm saying will be really funny if you apply it towards Abby's maiden video. Sorry, Abby, just giving you a little bit of a hard time. See that though? You can see that really well against the tree line back there or in the sky. I like that green and orange collar. When that was coming toward me, I could see that really well. I like that a lot. That orange wing, it looks good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. A little harder to see at this angle, but there you go, look at that. It's nice. It's a pretty airplane. I think, what do you like, the red or the orange more for the Husky?
Orange, just because it's a different color than normal.
Me too. This plane can knife edge. Let's see if I can get it into a knife edge. So my favorite way to approach a knife edge is to go from the right as you're turning left in the normal pattern and you're banked over, you start to give rudder input there and see if you can hold it. Now let's try that again because I was talking my way through it. So at that angle of bank is when I usually give rudder input. Oh, no, something just, that was really weird. That might have been me or the flight stabilization I was fighting, but that little jerk that it did was extremely unexpected.
You should take it out of flight stabilization to do that.
It's
probably.
out now, yeah. Let's give it a nice climb. Let's climb this. Playing with the throttle there. Roll it out. Let's just cook this thing. I have a LiPo alarm in here too. Roll, roll. And you can do, normally if we were doing rolls like this, I'd have to be so much closer to me than what I am now, but because it's such a big airplane, I can do this stuff and just like own the skies, you know? I can fly super far away, super close, and feel comfortable flying this airplane. That's the beauty of big airplanes. You're just not gonna find this big of an airplane that is this capable anywhere else for this price. Under $300 is really insane. Now, if for some reason you don't like that flight stabilization, you can actually just completely bypass that. You could take that out of this airplane and just not have it at all. Maybe you have a receiver that has your own flight stabilization that's capable. So you might actually be able to pop that out and sell for a few bucks on eBay too, so get some more money out of this airplane. But I think this thing is extremely awesome, flies really well, and I just wanted to show you guys that it can fly. You know, we haven't even done a loop yet. We did a couple snap rolls, we did a couple rolls, but let's throw a nice loop at it. Why do I not do loops as much these days? Here we go. Nice loop. Let's go for another one. This thing can just power loop all day long. I love that this is a 5S airplane. It's actually my first 5S ever. It'll fly really well on 4S too though, so if you don't want to invest in new batteries, you can just pick up a nice 4S battery or just use your existing 4S batteries. And I was worried, 5S battery, what size connector is on this airplane? Abby, take a guess. Is it XT90 or XT60? And I just lost it. 5S battery, what size connector is on this airplane? Abby, take a guess. Is it XT90 or XT60? And I just lost it.
5S battery, what size connector is on this airplane? Abby, take a guess. Is it XT90 or XT60? And I just lost it.
And such is life. You know, you win some, you lose some. For crashes, as far as that goes, pretty high on the throttle and hitting that hillside, it didn't do much damage. I did break my prop, and I think the prop shaft maybe got bent, but I need to take that off to get a closer look. But it looks like it's nosed down a hair, and just a little bit of foam wing damage, like one of my wing struts got ripped out there.
Landing gear. Landing gear already needed work.
Yeah, just a hair. I mean, I'll just pop that back on, I think. It's not too bad. So she'll fly again, but that's our channel. We show the transparency. It just happens, guys. I really credit that to my radio cutting out, and I'll show you the clip again. At that angle of bank is when I usually give rudder input. Oh, no, something just, that was really weird. Where my plane was coming out of a bank and it jerked really hard. I think the receiver kind of cut out there. That could possibly be a 10-year-old tactic receiver. That's what I was flying on. Now, we didn't show any signs of that at all when we were maidening this, and you'll see that video on the channel soon where Abby was maidening and she struggled on the takeoff, just brain farts, basically, and she eventually, well, I won't give it away, okay? You'll want to watch that video. But we didn't experience that in any of the other flights we've done on this airplane, just today. Was there something here or someone here causing signal interference? Could it be sun flares? People have said that in the past. You know, I may have just had a brownout. I mean, that does happen. And if it happens, don't beat yourself up, okay? We all experience these things. Most of the time, my crashes are because of a slow wingtip stall, or I'm showing off and I'm inverted and I just brain fart and go right into the ground, something like that. In this case, it was legit the receiver. Nothing wrong with this airplane. And what a wonderful time to pick up this airplane. 5S capable, 4S capable. You could probably putz it around on 3S, but I wouldn't try it. I'd go with 4S. And it's just Metal Gear servos throughout. This is going to be in my collection for a long time. I love this airplane. It is tough as nails. And you will see not only today as an example, but another video coming soon, reason why it's so tough, you guys. It's a very tough airplane. If you're interested in the Husky Special Edition, we have a link in the description box below. You can pick one up for 2 weeks. There is a limited time coupon code to celebrate my birthday, $40 off, or when they run out of stock on these things. So if you're interested, pick it up now, soon. And it's super awesome. Even though today didn't go like great and according to plan, I still want to thank the big guy upstairs for just getting us out of the house, coming out here to fly. And I just have to know and accept that sometimes it's going to end in a crash. So I'm still thankful. And also a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because without you guys, we just wouldn't be as confident as we are to jump in front of the camera and say, hey, this is what happened. You know, sometimes it's going to look like perfection through the whole video, and other times it's going to be real crash sometimes happens. So thank you, Patreon supporters, for everything you do for us. We'll have one of my favorite Husky Standard Edition videos popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye!